So, but do you have like, I mean, because obviously you've got sends and you got all the buses. Are those set up with things that you use a lot? So
Yes.
you've sort of got a template built into the console, but the source
Yep. Yep.
material is set up to be the rough, right?
Exactly. I know that Send 1 is my 480, Send 2 is my AMS. I know that Bus
Right.
46, 48 are my vocal background chains. Bus 46 is my lead. I have my 1176 on 27, which is usually my lead. On 26, I got a CL1B so that I can choose which one I want to use. And then, so that's sort of like, I don't, like we talked about templates, but that's sort of the basic setup. And then, every mix
Yeah.
obviously is different. And sometimes I'm playing with a digital patch bay right now. That's amazing, and we're kind of kicking the tires, but I won't say what it is yet because I'm still kind of, but I'm loving what I'm hearing where I can just access all my outboard gear, digitally and all that. So, but yeah, I'm still a believer and user in, analog gear,
Yeah.
maybe less and less, but I still, I always say I turn around and I'm like, man, I'm looking for something. It's not giving me what I want. And I just look and go, oh, let me try this. And all of a sudden it just magically just happened,
It is a little different than a pop-up menu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also it's I mean, obviously I'm a huge advocate of mixing fully digitally because it's all I
Yeah.
do. But like
Yeah.
the thing the analog gear has is that chaos. It has that quantum stuff that's just, it's different every day. Every unit is different, and
Yep.
that can be a good thing.
And it depends on the humidity and the temperature of the room too. So
Yeah.
for that constant change, it's kind of exciting, because you kind of never know what you're going to get. And again, talk about the emotion, right? There's a different emotion that comes. It may not be, again, good or bad, but it is a difference of emotion. So now you're, again, going back to getting in and out of that sort of zone. Now you're kind of out of it, and then you're back in with this slightly different tone, right? And you play, and then you can run with that, and it may work and may not work, but at least you're aware. Now there's that push pull, that interaction you have with the song. Whereas, sometimes I find myself just staring at a screen and I'm not doing it based on emotion, but based on visual waveforms or GUIs or whatever it is. So
Right.
I try very, very hard not to do that. That's why, you can see the size of my monitor.
Yeah.
Like time, it's tiny. People come in like, how can you work on this?
Because
Well,
I'm not
that's
working on that. I'm working on this. Yeah.
exactly. No, that's it. And I had, listen, I had a giant fucking monitor on the side, and I felt like I was mixing with one ear because I was always staring at
Right.
it.
Right.
Because I didn't have it in front of me, I had it to the side. And at one point, I was like, man, I'm spending too much time looking at things and not hearing and feeling them. And that's the pros and cons of everything, right? Digital is great because you can boom, boom, recalls and all that, unlimited options, right? That's amazing. But also, we tend to do things from the left brain now and more technical things than more emotion. It's almost like when you close your eyes and you EQ, fuck, I still do that. I still love doing that. And the moment it hits you, that's where you stop.
Yeah.
Whatever frequency that is, doesn't even matter. Where you have, an EQ in front of you, a plug-in, you're seeing what you're doing. You have to.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. But I mean, that's still, people just have to also get over themselves. Like they worry about, oh, am I allowed to boost plus 12?
yeah, of
Like, well,
course.
yeah, because maybe it's like 18 dB too quiet. Of course you are. Boost
Exactly.
whatever you need to boost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's,
you lose in that process. You got to be super super disciplined to ignore some of those things, because we grew up with analog where it doesn't matter. Maybe more is better just because it's nice distortion. It's not
yeah.
nasty like, over saturation. Or nowadays there's some nasty things that happen in these plugins that you can't really. So naturally, people are not pushing it as hard as they probably could.
Yeah.
Because of
But I think, to me, I think, oh, Sorry, cat coming and going. I think one of the most important things, though, is what we touched on earlier about not remembering what was going on with John's voice. However you're mixing, as long as you can get into a state where you don't remember everything you've done, then that means you've been creative and you've been listening.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes, yeah, that's why having these conversations are really interesting because like we said before, it just takes me back and I'm trying to think of what I would have done because it's honestly, it's not even conscious. You know, it's
Yeah.
almost like, okay, what's going to get me there? Okay, these plugins can help me get there. This piece of gear, this, stereo bus, or you just hear certain things and you're constantly trying to reach that. And these are just tools to help you reach whatever you have that you need to get out almost, whether it's because you listen to the rough and you're trying to either mimic that or be influenced by that or inspired or doing the complete opposite. So those are the things that are going through your head.